Welcome, old soul. It's become apparent to me that people like us, who the world would consider naive, have an idealized view of the world. We think that at the heart everyone is good and that they're all trying to make the world around themselves better. It is confusing when we find out that they really are not. It is normal to be selfish. It is normal to desire things for yourself. And by the nature and the virtue of who we are, there's a selflessness to us, almost to our detriment. So, in the world's perspective, we are naive, and that naivety keeps us blind to the evil things that other people plot for us. I'm working, and I'm human, so I fail at certain things, and I make errors, and I hide things out of embarrassment. And I've noticed that there are certain tactics, certain tricks that they use to motivate me and others, not making this just about myself, where they, what's the word, gaslight? They make you think that you're not doing a good job or that you're somehow falling short or that, and they abuse you in terms of the psychological tricks. What I'm saying to you is to stand firm, set boundaries, and to truly try to keep your eye on the prize. We are placed on this earth to be a beacon, a light, to help others, but also to fight injustice. The greatest ill, I think, of society is that we accept things that are wrong and we say, well, none of my business. We excuse the evil that we see. And when I say evil, I'm not saying like murder or something like that or anything that's more egregious. I'm talking about the way we treat each other, the way that we talk down to each other. I'm advocating a world where we have individual freedom. People are able to pursue their dreams and to act in accordance to what they will as long as it doesn't harm others. And it doesn't have to be adversarial. Competitive is fine, but adversarial in nature. I guess what I'm saying is don't lose the innocence. But I think there's a verse in the Bible that says to be as wise as serpent and harmless as doves. So try to do no harm, but you also have to be aware of the machinations, the evil desires of the people around you. And I'm making a pledge today to not let my employers affect my mood. Work hard, try to be diligent, improve myself in the ways that I can. But I'm not going to take the stress home with me. I'm not going to work harder. I'm going to work smarter, more diligently. What does this mean for you? The pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of a life well lived, has to begin with a little bit of selfishness. And for a lot of people, it's like, duh. I think for old souls, for people who have a sense of duty to the world around them, who are different, who do not fit into the boxes that have been created to kind of hem everyone into the society that has been built. We need to observe the matrix, see how it runs, and not let it control us. There is a phrase, ignorance is bliss, but it's bliss in the sense that, but it's bliss, but it's also a cage. There's also a slavery that you put upon yourself. It's like a woman or someone in a relationship that's being abused verbally, physically, and they say, there is nothing better. There is no one better. And this is what I deserve. And I hope one day he or she will stop. It's bliss, but it's a kind of drug. It's a kind of forced amnesia, right? You internalize all of it. And what I'm saying to you is, do not be ignorant of the wiles of the devil or the evil one. Be cognizant of it. Be aware of it and act accordingly. Now, this is a difficult task, but as an old soul, you have kind of signed up for difficult tasks. But you do not have to be like the world in order to navigate through it. You do not have to compromise. It is more difficult. But as some of the things that I've been dealing with lately I've seen is that there are alternatives that seem harsher. But once you start living it, it is not that harsh. Is luxury a goal? Is ease of life a goal? Because people who sit all day on the couch, watching TV, watching videos, eating things that are bad for them, achieving nothing in life, that's easy. Do you want easy, or do you want to live, to have a life well lived? I say this not to shame anyone, but I personally, I'm seeking out that answer. I want to know what there is to know. I want to live because there is no guarantee that there is anything else. What's the phrase? A life well lived is, I don't know how the phrase goes, but the dissatisfaction you feel is not because the world is bad. It is because you've let the world consume you. We'll talk more on this, but be aware of the evil that's around you. Understand it and be above it. There's always another way, a way that you can have your integrity, you can be authentic, you can be original, and you can move with that blessed assurance that you are operating on the universe's time and not man's time. These are some difficult concepts that I'm going to have to work through, but I hope that you will be encouraged that you are not the only one out there facing these things. You're not the only one out there thinking deeply about life, even though it looks like everyone is high on a drug of complacency, a drug of getting along to get along. I'm hoping to create a collective that truly, truly, truly lives, that is truly a part of this world, and is working diligently to create a new one. I guess I should start saying my name. My name is Glenn, and join me. We will speak on things that are complicated, but my ultimate goal is to encourage you and for you to know that there's another way, that there's a different perspective, that there is a path that seems impossible, but it is highly probable if enough of us do the task that our soul yearns for. Be blessed, my friends.